Alright, hello there ladies and gentlemen, Jess Winnabow, the Thrash Metal Guru here, pardon the camera angle, but I want to get down to a subject right now I guess everyone has been talking about, especially the part since I'm also playing the game as well, is if some of you are familiar with, well, I wouldn't say familiar, but if you got the game GTA 5, well definitely you know what I'm talking about when this video is actually being uploaded to YouTube. Now apparently the online edition is now featured out and available for anyone who actually has the GTA 5 game as well. However, though, there has actually been a numerous, if not thousands, of, maybe hundreds of thousands, maybe even the millions of reports of the online version not working. Now, apparently what's come down to it is that the multiplayer is supposed to feature all these cool things. You can customize your own missions, your own appearance, you can actually play out, you can do races, all that multiplayer stuff. Everything that you can do within a GTA Online game, as opposed to the one that was a GTA 4. However, though, there's a little bit of a problem going on. The servers aren't really connected as what they seem to be. I'm also reading on a post from Game Rant, which is also on Facebook. I guess I can explain a little bit what's going on, so let me just read off here. Okay, despite the hit like thing, I'm just going to say Rockstar has released of known issues and is promising to get hard at work getting the servers back up. Sorry, it's a little scattered. So the name of the title is Grand Theft Auto Online Launch Connection Problems and the Support FAQ detailed by Rockstar Games. So we're going to take a look at that real quick, and I'm just going to read off some detail off of it. I also want to point out that I was not the one who wrote this, and I'm not taking credit for it, and I'm not trying to plagiarize by anything. But this is from Game Rant. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of a... So yeah, from Game Rant. So this is their official word. I'll even see if I can link that down in the description as well. I guess while I'm waiting for it to load, I've been actually having issues with the connection myself. A lot of people, when they were starting out in the solo connection on the online universe, in a certain mission you were supposed to go to a starting point, but there was no beam of light on the floor, and that's basically what the problem was. And I thought for the second it was just me. Maybe I just needed to restart it or whatever. But anyways, here we go. From the words from Game Rant, after the unprecedented success of Grand Theft Auto 5 release, eyes quickly turned to October 1st when the game's multiplayer component, Grand Theft Auto Online, was set to launch. Considering that over 15 million copies of the game, so that's basically the people that were waiting for the GTA Online to come out, of the game have sold to date, Rockstar Games previously predicted that the players would likely encounter errors in the opening hours of GTA Online. I'm going to point out that I was not expecting this, but yes, I do know that there can be flaws and errors with that as well. But, I've never actually come across an error like on the very first time, on the first day it's released, so that's new to me, to be honest. They will most likely encounter errors in the opening hours of GTA Online. Availability. Especially since the multiplayer component was never opened up to the public beta testing. In order to keep the online component under wraps, along with many of the subsequent gameplay details, the developer had relied on the internal testing to prepare for a much larger public launch. As a result, it should come to no surprise when Rockstar Games released a new title update for Grand Theft Auto 5 on both the PS3 and Xbox 360. So it's not only the PS3 that we're having problems on, it's also on the Xbox 360, so trust me, that side is not alone. Which includes the asset to unlock the GTA Online mode. Eager gamers flooded the servers, resulting in a host of connectivity problems and the network errors that have left many people stuck online. To address the heated frustration of gamers who somehow expected the launch to go off without a hitch, the developer has set up a series of support documents to keep the players updated on the status of Grand Theft Auto Online, as well as the address-isolated issues that are not the result of the overloaded servers. Rockstar has instructed that any affected players to keep an eye on the @Rockstar support Twitter feed, as well as the official GTA Online launch status page. Currently, at the time of this writing, the Rockstar support feed is full of @reply apologies to angry or concerned gamers, accompanied by the links to the aforementioned launch status page. Still, Twitter users will be wise to keep an eye on the account, since it will likely provide the most to update info on the servers that are back up and running. Nevertheless, gamers will find the following responses to the situation over at the official Rockstar Games support site. So we're just going to read just a little bit more of this I'm not going to read too much of it, but I'm going to at least get into an example. A question as an example. I'm having problems getting into GTA Online. Is there a list of issues Rockstar is looking into so I can stay informed about the status of the fixes known for the launch issues? And the person's answer, or the company's answer: we will be updating this page as often as possible with the status of issues, and we are aware and looking into it. If you'd like to receive an automatic email notification whenever major updates are posted, you could just basically read that part, but that was... Okay, I'm going to read this paragraph. I'm going to probably end it off after this. So, as previously mentioned, large-scale rollouts for online modes in Halo 4, as well as other high-profile multiplayer shooters, are typically tested in the beta first, and built on the foundation and lessons of the previous installments. While Grand Theft Auto 4, including or included a limited online mode, GTA Online has been designed entirely from the ground up, and was not tested on a large scale, meaning that even though Rockstar Games likely predicted a mass surge of player interest, they could not know with the absolute certainty of every problem that traffic would cause. For now, there's little to nothing that gamers can do to resolve the issues on their own, so it's best to be patient and enjoy polishing off more of a single-player missions for a while. Even though Rockstar Games is hard at work on stabilizing the multiplayer component so players can enjoy Los Santos Online, it could be several days before the issues fully resolved, and hopefully it is actually resolved less than several days, because that's a lot of angry people you're going to have to deal with there. With the possibility that for several weeks, without question, the developer will get the experience fixed, and despite the stumble out the gate, there's plenty of reason to believe that Grand Theft Auto Online will provide a worthwhile and unique multiplayer gaming for years to come, especially consider Rockstar Games has promised that GTA Online will evolve its players. Now, I'm not saying as a fact that that's bullcrap. I'm not saying that at all, but there's a couple things I need to also look over to this kind of situation. First of all, being that we're getting closer to the newer release of the PS4, could this, however, have any impact on the GTA Online experience? Because a lot of people have also been speculating once the PS4 comes out that the PS3 would be obsolete to that point, and that way all the connection, all the online statuses would go to that game. I'm not saying to that console it's going to do that. That is only rumors I hear. If there's any clarification or any evidence to prove that, please just tell me and let me know about that. Also, another thing, if you've set a release date for the GTA Online thing, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to be an asshole about it by anything, because I was only mad at the connectivity. I was not mad at the people who launched the servers, but I think the best idea is before you do that, you should always double check anything that goes on before that. Yes, the beta testing, it may have went fine, so that part of the installment is probably not officially comprehensible to the ones who actually try to get through. There has actually been some major work through with some of the connectivity to the other players. But if you're going to set a release date, always double check the connectivity and all of that before. If something is not working out, like say you get a test subject to when you launch. Let's say if you just launch the whole entire multiplayer to just one person, have them test it out. And if it's not working, maybe you should probably set the date back and saying, okay, we're having a little bit of issues here. But I'm not saying that is the solution. It's just something I've been thinking of. But other than that, that's basically the 2 cents that I have. That we've been waiting so patiently enough for GTA 5 to come out in the GTA Online mode. There's been ideas just throwing out there right now, and I'm not going to explain what my part of the details of what the ideas I have coming to mind is, but we have been waiting so patiently for this that when it came to this point, a lot of people got really upset. Because with the amount of patience and the amount of money that they spent on the game, that was the also thing they were waiting to include in that. But now, since they have to wait more days, that includes me as well, or maybe even more weeks, this right here can throw a setback, a major setback, not a minor, but a major setback in gaming. Out of many MMOs, this is the first time that I have ever witnessed an MMO game. There's also like an additional feature onto the MMO. I'm not exactly sure on it. I'm like tired as hell and I have gotten no sleep. But the first time ever, on the first day, that something goes wrong. like I said, yes, there's going to be errors. That's completely fine. But I'm just saying that millions of people are just pissed off right now. So that's just all I want to point out. So the information down below is going to be in the description. I gotta get wrap things up, and I'll just try to see if I can keep the, you know, thing going. And also, a little quick kind of update. If you're actually having problems, have to keep creating the character over and over again, not to get past the multiplayer thing, but if you say you have the character saved, but it's not officially saved, it's a pain in the ass. I know that, but if you're experiencing that problem, feel free to just tell me how you feel about it, and just tell me, what the sort of problems you're having on your end. I've been watching the live streams as well, so that sort of thing has been going on. But anyways, this is the Thrash Metal Guru here. You guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully if you guys actually want to actually team up on the GTA Online when that stuff comes out, I will actually see if I could just message me, and I'll see what I can do. But anyways, I'll catch you guys later.